guys, this is Retro Crusader, and today we're about a couple days off the Game On Expo. It was 3 days last week, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, this past weekend. And all I gotta say is that it was an amazing time, a great experience that me and my wife had to experience this past weekend. And for those who don't know what the Game On Expo is, it's a video game. It's aimed towards retro gaming, mostly, but there is modern gaming. Microsoft was there with the Xbox One experience. But they had vendors, they had panels where you can learn things about gaming. They revealed the Retro VGS, which is a new gaming system that's cartridge based. It's the first one since the 64, so it's been 20-something years since that. And like I said, it was 3 days. We attended a couple panels. We attended women games are for girls too, or women gamers panel, and then we attended how to make your own NES game, and they went through how it was a difficult process because you're limited so much on a 8-bit, and that the NES only reads binary code, and it was a good it was informative, that's for sure. There was also a couple tournaments that went on there. You had the Retro Championships, which is Game On Expo's take of the Nintendo World Championships. So there's a shirt. And then you had their Retro Fest, which is the take on their Power Fest, Nintendo's Power Fest. So Game On Expo was put on by John Lester, aka Gamester81 on YouTube. And him and Jason Heine from Heine House Entertainment, they got together and they put this together. And from what I read on Facebook, they already started planning for next year. So it's good to see that they didn't waste any time. So this video thing is going to be 3 videos. This is part 1. And part 1 is going to be me going, just kind of a overview of what I did, which I kind of basically did. And I'm going to show you some pictures, and it's, show what we experienced during the weekend. Part 2 is going to be my performance at the Retro Championships. And part 3 is going to be my performance at RetroFest. And the way to get into these tournaments was Friday and Saturday, they had two TVs going. One was for the Retro Championships and one was for the RetroFest game. And the Retro Championships was their own cartridge. It was a cartridge made specifically for Game On Expo. It was made by Collector Vision, which is John Lester's company, Collector Vision. And there's a cartridge right there. And the winner got the gold cartridge. I was 7th seed going in, so Friday, Saturday, you got to try to get into the top 10. So thousands of people showed up. I got 7th place starting. And then there were some technical difficulties with it, and so it was pretty much, there's 3 parts of the game. There's a platform game, Cindy Hunter, which is an original from Collector Vision. Then there was Pedal to the Metal, which is like a racing game. See how many cars you can pass, and that, that score, how many cars you pass, times 100, I think. And that's your final score for that one. And then it had an asteroids type shooter. And that one got you the most points. So, they've been having problems with the cartridge and all weekend. And when it became my turn, it just kept having issues. So they said, let's just run through the platformer and who does it the fastest. So 2 minutes and 6 seconds was my time. That was 5th best, so I got 5th place. And everybody got a great cartridge that was there. And then RetroFest, which is, again, their take on PowerFest 94. And they had the winner for PowerFest 94 there, Mike Larazzi, or E-R-I-Z, or however you pronounce his name. And he was passing out these signed cards. And I even got to hold his statue, or his trophy, his Mario trophy from PowerFest 94, and it has some heft to it, so it was really cool meeting him and meeting all those guys. And the way that you got in there was, again, Friday, Saturday, there was a qualifying. And when you got your qualifying, you had to play 3 games. You had to play Super Mario, the Lost Levels, World 1. You had to go through as fast as you can. Of course, the more seconds you have left is the more points you got. The first track on Super Mario World for Super Nintendo, you had to do that in 5 laps. And then the position you got determined how many points you got. And then King Griffey Jr. Major League Baseball, which was a home run derby, and how many home runs you got timed by 10,000 points. And all that added together got you your final score. I went in on 5th and I finished 5th. So the winner got the PowerFest cartridge, one of them. And then we all got Game on Expo Retro Championship t-shirts, as I showed you before. And it was just a really good time. And so stick around and you'll see the pictures of the event. It was great.